What is going on, people? Welcome back. Johnny here. We will be picking up where we left off with the dwarf shortly. Make some decent progress in this. Comments, very much appreciated, people. Keep those coming. We will make it. I'm not sure we're going to actually end up with 1 million or even 100,000 gold, but we will try. I do appreciate the kind words, the comments, and the views. Thank you very much. We're also going to have some fun with Dwarven mining explosives in this episode. Get to show some of those off, just what they do. And here we go. We're gearing up now to do some mining so we can remove some overhead mountain. And otherwise, things are relatively chill at the moment. It's fall, early fall. Temperatures are fantastic since we got all of our steam radiators going everywhere and have a couple bedrooms to flesh out yet. And you can see there must be some wall buried in the mountain here because we can't smooth inside corners. So we'll have to do some mining if that ends up being a thing. We will get a harvest of double strand here too. So I'm watching the temperature closely and we'll start harvesting like mad once it gets close. All manner of stuff to do. And right now for gold, we're sitting at 5,038, which is pretty legitimate. I'm going to make some grudge rakers, which are much like shotguns. They don't take any gold, and these flame guns are just a freaking liability, so I'm gonna go ahead and make something that's very effective at short range, but also that doesn't absolutely destroy our own people. These indiscriminate weapons are just, both my current playthroughs, I'm having problems with this, so why don't we try and do the right thing if we might here. So, I need haulers. There's plenty of wart laying around. We have break risks that don't end. We're out of regular fermenting barrels. I'm going to expand this at some point. We need different rooms for the different types of beer we're making. I'm also going to make a space over here to put some additional war machines in. I don't really like what's going on right now. It would be very nice if we had space for some war machines in there. So that's going to be some mining and smoothing and clearing stuff out. We have goblin hewers, organ guns. Could even do bolt throws. I recently made some improvements to those. I might have to push a wall back here and move our butcher room. I think that's going to be the right place. Kind of a hassle. I was debating on doing something on the other side in terms of security, but also don't want to get too crazy because it just takes a long time to run over there, and the raids come at us pretty quick. So let's see, 32 degrees is the minimum growth temperature. That is freezing. That's 0 Celsius. Smelting these weapons that the Skaven were generous enough to leave us down and getting some decent material out of that. Also reducing the value of the colony, which is a massive plus. They have a Jabba-Slife tongue there we can consume and see if we can get another magic user. Stoneheart, our Thane, is going to go for it. It did not succeed. We do have minor chaos corruption, which could lead to a berserk state, but thus far we've been lucky. If that Thane goes berserk, there's going to have to be magical intervention because that weapon and that armor, that person's going to be impossible to take down. Time to get rid of these Skaven that we have laying about. Yes, there is a fire. The walls catch on fire momentarily. That's what that warning's about, but we're going to ignore that. I'm also going to clear out this tunnel. It's a disgusting mess, and we have the capacity to deal with it, so I guess we should. I'm going to probably end up scorching this turkey right here, but that's okay. Yeah, there you go. Somebody's exhausted. Well, probably somebody that was on a mental break. There you go. So hopefully that takes care of most of that mess for us. There you go. Off you go. Beautiful. Lots of fires around, but that's okay. I'm sure it's actually already a rainy thunderstorm, so it doesn't matter if it starts raining, right? We're not getting through that tunnel in the next handful of hours. We have lots of stone from all of our mining efforts. And we ran shy of limestone, so the rainy thunderstorm's causing us some problem. It's raining in our milk buckets that people never seem to bring inside. I'm going to put some floors in over here. I think it's a good move just for getting people around faster. And we're going to flesh out these other bedrooms as well so we can take on some more people. We also need to vent these things together just to get the heat flowing, and probably put another radiator in over here as well. I think that's going to be a good play. Why not? If the humans learn the secrets, dwarven radiation heat or Dwarven hot water heating, hydronic. Let's go with that. Then that's okay. They are our allies and close friends and even lovers in some situations in this hold. So there you go. I'm thinking about doing something to that wall. This is a problem right here. So fortunately, Gotrik showed up in time to save the day. It's so far to run down here. I've been toying with the idea of trying to make little warp portals so that like you build a portal somewhere on the map and you can build one on the other side of the map. And if they walk into it, those pop over to the other side. Wouldn't that be awesome? Some kind of little magical transportation portals. And we do have some mad mega sloths, so we're just going to try and stay inside and hope they don't destroy all of our traps, but I'm pretty sure we're not going to make it. So we have a clearing blast here, and we have a digging blast. I've built both of these, so a clearing blast will not leave many chunks. A digging blast will leave chunks in excess. So I'll show you how these work here once they come over here and push the button. There we go. Digging at the top. So you can see clearing blast literally clears it. Little chance of chunks. Digging blast. So if you're looking for a lot of extra material, we don't want to rebuild those at this point, but we do want to take those chunks out. So there you go. That's what those charges do. And a lot of overhead mountain to pull up over there yet. If we're going to get some human homes put in, it's nice to have the capacity to be able to do anything you want here. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Tantrum. The tantrums around here, man, I tell you. Mac, you're a real bastard. I guess I don't really care if you smash things in your room. We can rebuild whatever. Waste of resources. But how many times have you gotten mad and gone in your room and just smashed everything to bits? Never, right? Maybe if you were like 4 years old. I feel like my 4-year-old probably does that once in a while. But in terms of adults, there's a mad muffalo now, but he does step on a trap as well. There's a troll over there eating, and we received a magical delivery in the form of some vegetarian fine meals, which is a-okay with me. We're going to grab all slag on the map, but there's not much. So somebody got shot by a crossbow, no doubt while repairing something over here. Tibia was shattered as well. I'm going to move the granite meteor. Nice. I'm going to move the room that they're doing melee training in and make that the freezer room. Probably have to do some double walling. Or sorry, the butcher room. Then we're going to get rid of the butcher room as it stands and put some additional war machines in for defense. Like we have a lot of defense in place, but we're certainly not at a point where we couldn't be overrun by a sizable enough raid. I'm also going to block off our war machines and our sensitive stuff we're keeping back here because a couple well-placed grenades could easily destroy it. Since we have the capacity, I'm trying to think through any possible raid issues we could have and mitigate them up front. I need to come up with some way to deal with skyfallers that fall in the south or on the left-hand side of the map. I guess that'd be the west side, but another issue. So anyways, war machines can go here. Plenty of space now. Let's get everything smoothed out once Yetta finishes this mining effort here. There we go. Don't want to do under that wall. That would be a waste. All right, that'll give us a little more limestone, and we've moved everything over. We've made more training. We've moved our butcher room over at this point. Things are looking good, and it's not ideal for butchering, but it's not terrible. I double walled it to keep the cold in there, and I think it's actually a bigger space. Maybe not, but either way, it'll fit the bill for what we require here. Dakham is in a murderous rage, but Gotrik's going to be able to prevent it with some magic here. This spell is epic because we don't have to have people running away from other people. There you go. Still set, so you have to draft and undraft to actually get the job to reset, I found, but there you go, it worked. Now, that doesn't get you... Who are you trying to murderize? Oh, somebody that you were a decent acquaintance with. That's interesting, Dakham. And the cloven ones are here. Are they... Ah, shit, that's probably Scott. They're... Yep, they're falling all over the place here. Alright. I guess we can go to the center. Maybe they'll end up in the south. Nope. Oh, that's a big fucking group of those dudes. Raynor, why are you moving so slow? What's wrong? Oh, God. Right tibia shattered. We need to get this dude a mechanical leg, but we don't have the capacity. The bears might take a beating here. I hate to say it, but they're about to be in the midst of a large beastman herd. Go, Raynor, go, go. Fortunately, the bears are there to distract. Raynor's still going to get it, it looks like. Run, 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 run. He's not going to make it. There's no chance. Oh, no. Oh, we might lose one of our humies here. Let's, I could send our people over to deal with it. Great Bear 3 is toast. Hey, Raynor made it through with only minor wounds. That's nice. We just need to defend these tunnels because they're going to be popping out. The bear, that one bear made it through. You have a bear down, 2 bears down. They're starting fires on our crops, which isn't a big deal this late in the year. Oh yeah, we turned one to gold. That's fantastic. I didn't forget for once. We have all these shotguns. They're pretty epic in this situation too. We want to get those up front. Rock Digger's got good armor and a great weapon. And there's no way they can steal that statue from us because they can't get away. So we just got to hold them at the trap corridor. And then once we thin them out, we'll rush in and see what we can do. Dacam has given up. We're going to have to imprison Dacam at some point here. I don't know what else to do. Yeah, we're going to arrest. Who wants to do the arrest? Anybody? 98%. We'll take it. Dacam, consider yourself imprisoned. Sucker. Alright, there's some more magic flying in, some ogre spells, Bullgorger. Let's beef up our melee people so that when they do get to us, we can really kick the shit out of them. That's going to be phenomenal. Glittering robe. I don't have any magic power left. Son of a biscuit. Brain gobbler. That'll make one of them mad, I think. Toothcracker will beef us up. Should improve our armor. I don't know if you can even improve the armor of these dwarfs anymore, but... How did they hit Rock Digger? That's dog shit. These Ungor weapons, I tell you, they're just brutal. There we go. We're holding them pretty well. Stern Grip's a wizard and has gone down. It'd be nice to have another wizard, but I don't want any beastmen. They are our enemies. Shall remain so. Oh my god, all of our crops are burning. Our geothermal is at risk here. I think in an effort to try and save that, we're going to have to run in. Alright, they've broke. They have broke. We have Dacam imprisoned. They're going to go all over the place. We're not going to be able to save those crops. We're just going to charge in, I guess. I don't know what to do. Baba Evac in the north. There's Minotaurs. They're going to try and bust into the hold to get out. Baba Evac on the west side and in the northeast corner have the same name. There's hundreds of names. How does that happen every time? Alright, so the fires are severely limiting my ability to do anything here. I'm going to have somebody guard the tunnel. Iron Mane, good choice. You can finish off this dude. Doesn't have skill 6. Son of a bitch. I hate that. Well, we're going to get these guys taken care of in no time. It's just a matter of cooking through and not losing anybody to a giant fucking Minotaur weapon. Or a giant Bestigor axe. Alright, so they did bust in. I sent Gotrik back around. You can see the fires have expanded dramatically, but fortunately our geothermal's not burning. Stoneheart is in a bad spot. Let's see if we can get a hold of Shattermane, who's down there trying to shatter my geothermal generator. Or steam capture device, let's call it. Anyway, we got a lot of fires to put out. We also have beastmen in the hold. Gotrik picked up some of those boots of speedy walking, so that's going to be fine, right? Well, this battle will rage on for a little while longer, but that pig's getting away too. Get him. Oh god, Gotrik got his ear cut off. And his nose is shattered. It's a proper dwarven thing, I suppose. Alright, we need somebody with speedy boots to go get a hold of that guy. Gotrik has defeated his foe, and we will send him over there. At least his legs aren't mucked up, so he can haul ass still. The fire is just raging out of control, but fortunately it's not affecting our steam generator at this point. And we're most likely gonna lose some bears here. I can try a rescue, but with the fires raging, no one's gonna bother tending them. Maybe I can force it without medicine. Yeah, this one needs to be rescued too. Yeah, we might be down to almost no bears. No more bear nanas, friends, per the comments. Alright, let's just get everybody undrafted. This thing, there we go, one hit, pow, done deal. Let's move on. Now, where do we go from there? Fires, tending, clean up the bloody mess, and then get back to proper dwarven building. At least we got some steel out of that mess. Not that we're short on steel yet, but we definitely will be since most everything takes steel. I need to genericize stuff and make it take metal instead of steel, but Great Bear 9 is no more. We're down to 2 bears. Both females. We lost our last male bear. Son of a bitch. And they're both untrained as well. We still have a chimera of all things, but I wouldn't mind selling that off. All right. Everybody's getting tended. I haven't destroyed lung on Chaco yet. I can definitely deconstruct the statue. The gold is going to be important to us, right? So let's get going on that. I might have to wall up these corridors at some point here because they're going to get damaged to bits. So either smooth them or wall them. And Dakam's going to take a while to come back to us here with the recruitment. We did get 500 gold from that statue. Fires are out. It's probably not worth planting. It's the 11th of September and it's cold. There's a gold Investigor axe. We'll pull some gold out of that. Probably a reasonably significant amount too, so that'll be nice. And more dwarven ale wort laying around. No one's doing anything with. I should not mine that. If I mine that, someone's going to get flattened by the roof, so let's not do that. I guess I could probably connect it to that other roof and then mine it out, but weird how that works. But we can see we mined out the granite over here, and we'll bring those chunks in. Granite's a rare treat for us. We have a fair amount of milk laying about. So sad about the bears. All right, it's time. Look at the temps. We're at 19 degrees Fahrenheit, -7 Celsius. Let's harvest as much of this as we can. So we do get a reasonably decent harvest. Not full harvests, but quite a bit nonetheless. And we can probably harvest a few more of those before this is over, assuming it gets up over freezing during the warmest part of the day here. There's some great stags lurking around. What the hell? Oh, that great stag just stepped on one of my traps. No immediate danger, though. That's too bad. I'm going to build some organ guns over here. That means we'll need organ gun ammunition. I'm also going to move this back. Favor of Smednir for Morrison. So this needs to be protected from grenades as well. It's actually a massive liability. I'm going to make some more prisons, too, just in case. Mostly just to flesh out this area of the base, but the hold. I like to stick to the dwarven terminology here. Dakam, you rat bastard. I was debating on making those things, the prison cells, a little bigger, but I don't really care at this point. Alright, so we need components. That's like massively important if we're going to ever get anything done. We did finish the dwarven tomb for, and not just dwarfs. Maybe our own human allies can go in there as well. Regardless, it's ready to go. Should we start losing people, we do need to take out Overhead Mountain over there. And always stuff that was harvested laying around. There's some milk down there too that I'm just going to leave it for now. When they go pick up that other stuff, they should grab the milk. I don't know why there's still animal sleeping spots outside. Let's stuff all them inside. Most of our hay got used up making floors, so we don't have a ton of hay grass around for the critters through this winter. Stoneheart has decided she's going to hold court. And she did get a social level while doing that, but she's still pretty shit at social, so I need some social training potions. Have better chances at not getting terrible results out of this. Looks like almost everybody's attended. There's one guy on a mental break. And it turned out okay, which is just fine. That's perfect. So what are we going to get there? +4 for 8 days. That's legit. I'll take that. I'll keep the moods up around here. We do have beastmen to burn inside and outside of the hold. And Chaco's working to say, Dakim, come on, you know you want to join us. I know you barfed on the floor. I'll clean that up for you. Get somebody in there. What a mess. Now we need to flesh out those bedrooms. We got our geothermal steam capture repaired. Somebody pointed out somewhere, it might have been Discord, that they'd like to see steam coming out of that, and so would I. So put that on the list. Now it's Hacken's turn to talk to Dakim. Boom, there you go. She's rejoined. Let's get her equipped with a Drake gun this time. Seems to be more effective and safe than the damn fire gun. We do have a critter in here we're working on hunting. It's Manhunter. Once they come in and destroy a few traps, I'm not going to hesitate. I'm going to start making traps out of iron again as well. We have a massive amount of iron, so we'll just do a fair mix of iron and tin. Hopefully our supplies will hold. Otherwise, life seems all right for the dwarfs. We have to do something about all the permanent injuries. I like some of the scarifications, but missing lungs are bananas. Let's do some goblin hewers. Those will be pretty devastating when people come charging in. We do need ambrosia to make magic items, but that ambrosia is in a bad spot. There's really no good spot for ambrosia at this point, the way we've turned everything into farmable land. So it's not ideal. You can see we have a bunch of warpstone dust in there. We need to sell that stuff. We've smelted all the weapons. I have a lot of copper laying around. They love the new melee room. That's been a plus. Looks like I need to build another table. I think I might have accidentally moved a table rather than building a new table. So that was me being dumb there. But I'll get to that here before too long, I'm sure. Unless I forget, but there's no time like now, I suppose. Regardless, we have tons of meat on hand, thanks to all the mad animals. More to butcher yet. And I've moved our outside light into a better spot. Buy our new organ guns. You can see all the critters are sleeping inside. Of course, there's more milk laying about. There's some hay. So the animals have no food, so we may end up having to slaughter a good chunk of them. Actually, meat's getting put in a really stupid spot here. No storage space. Does that mean some of these shelves just need to have their... Wait, that says it'll hold meat. Why? Whatever. Okay, mad alpaca time. Great stag coming in, well injured. It's going to take all these things down. That thing's not going to last on its own. Magic took that one out. I did get a hold of this Kaboba, whatever. Shouldn't be making fun of their names, I suppose. Regardless, they got a slight injury from that great stag. What a mess. It's always something. I do need to get this overhead mountain dealt with. That was one of my goals for this episode. I didn't do it. It's so resource intensive that I hesitate, but I want it done. I want those human homes. We're going to have to kill animals. That's all there is to it. We have a fair amount of war horses. We're going to kill all the stallions, war horses, and a bunch of the cows off. We can't feed them. We're going to end up giving them veggies. We don't have a massive supply of vegetables to be feeding that many animals through the winter. So it kind of is what it is. But anyways, please leave me a like if you are enjoying. Leave a comment. I do read them all. I do respond. We got plenty of work left, and as soon as spring rolls around, we'll get on another awesome caravan. Hopefully by then I've had the issue fixed where no one's buying Empire clothing, because it's very frustrating to have all this wealth stored up that we can't sell off. So, yeah, I love you guys. Thanks for being here. See you next time.